everyone, Denise here from Sewlimitless, and today I wanted to talk about the Meadowlark pants. That's this pattern here from Love Notions, and it's what I made up here. So let's get started. First of all, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, if you're new, my name is Denise, and I want to talk about this pattern called the Meadowlark pants. Now, these are referred to as well, they're cargo pants, but they refer to them as hiking pants. And part of the reason is that you can, as you can see, the pattern has shorts, which is what I made. They have full-length pants here, and you can roll them up, and there's a tab that you can attach if you roll them up. But they also have a version that zips off at the knee, which I find interesting. But so that's why they call them hiking pants. But I made the shorts. Part of the reason I did the shorts is so that I could get a good fit as far as the waist is concerned, and for the crotch area, you know, areas where it's always or can be difficult to get a good fit on a pair of pants. That's why I wanted to make the shorts first before committing to full-length pants. Now, first and foremost, I really like these, and I definitely want to make a pair of the long pants for like fall, winter. I am a person that loves cargo pants. I've already done a video maybe a year or so ago on cargo pants because they were literally everywhere, from the most casual to dressy like satin cargo pants. So I really like cargo pants. I don't know why, but anyway. So this is something that I do want to make again, but I did have some notes that I wrote for this particular pattern, some changes that I made and changes that I may make in the future. Now, what I did was the standard version, and they also have a standard belly, which is the one that I made, and they have a full belly option also. So you have on their printout, because it is a PDF pattern, they have the pages that you need to print out in order to make whatever it is you're going to make. So they have the two different versions. Like I said, I did the standard version. So one of the things, because that I would change in the future, is I would probably, and there are plenty of pictures online where they have their testing team that made them. I would probably put two buttons here the next time. This is a faux fly, okay? I'm telling you this because some of these things I actually did not realize before I started the pattern. I just knew it was coming out. I knew I was going to want it. So I went ahead and bought it, downloaded it. But the fly is a faux fly. Basically, there's elastic in the back, so you pull them on. So that's how you get them on and off. So you do want to have that elastic in the back waistband. And otherwise, you know, it's got the belt loops and everything. But yeah, it's a pull-on pant, which you wouldn't know because I don't really think that I saw that written anywhere, but that is how you get them on and off. So I wanted to make sure that that's clear. Now, based on the measurements, I believe they tell you in the instructions to make the size for your hip that's closest to the hip measurement, I believe is what the instructions say. So I made a medium, and I think the fit is good, but what I did is, per usual, I lengthened the back crotch seam about 1 inch, which is normal thing for me that I would do, so that it fits really well. And one thing that I did have a little issue with, and I think that was more me than them, I'm sure it was more me because I looked at the other pictures that other people had done and I was like, okay, so obviously I placed things a little bit off, but this pocket here, you have a zipper pocket, and this is a fully functioning pocket here. And that was actually fairly easy. Now, if you are like me and you have problems with doing welt pockets, you know, you do the best you can. So it's my welt pocket here isn't perfect, but it's functional. Then you have this cargo pocket here underneath. They should be, I think, a bit more spaced. This top of the pocket here, this flap, shouldn't be so close to the zipper, and that is something that I believe that I did in placing it wrong. Here is another pocket here. Now, the hem is supposed to be, I believe, a 1-inch hem, but because everything for me on this was so close together, I only did maybe like a 1/2-inch hem. I basically just kind of serged to finish off the raw edge and then just turned it up a couple of times. So it's basically less than an inch total hem because I just didn't have the room. If I had done a 1-inch hem, I would have been sewing across the bottom of the pocket. So there was that issue. That's something I got to work out to see if it was just how I did the marking, because some of the marks, for me at least, were a little confusing. So that was probably what that was. So I think the placement of some of the things should have been a little different. But like I said, I think that was more me than the pattern itself, because when I looked at the pictures, and I didn't print all of them out, but they have, if you go on their website, they have lots of testers for all the different versions, and you can take a look. And for the shorts, I think it was me. So anyway, yeah, I would do 2 buttons at the waist or use a larger button here at that for the waistband up there. They do tell you to put the 1 button. I would, because the waist is wide, I would probably do 2 next time. But I really like it. I did not have any other difficulty with putting it together. I did make a muslin first, and the muslin, because I didn't realize that, like I said, that this is actually just a pull-on pant. It doesn't actually have a fly front zipper. The muslin actually didn't fit quite as well as the actual pants did, but I got a good enough fit to figure that it was worth going for, you know, to go ahead and give it a try and get some, you know, use some regular fabric. This fabric that I used is a stretch cotton sateen. It's just a khaki color that I have had for years, and I had just enough to do these shorts. What I did have to do for like pocket linings is I had just some tan fabric. I think it was left over from when I was making masks years ago. I just used some tan fabric, and I had a leftover zipper. I actually wanted something brighter, but I didn't have anything. So easy, at least for me. I believe they do have a video that Love Notions has put out to help with the construction of the pants. But like I said, I found it to be fairly easy. It was easy to fit, but I did do a muslin first, and that is something that I like to do anytime I'm doing a new, to me, pants pattern in particular, because, you know, pants, they got to fit a particular kind of way. So that is something that I normally will do anyway. So that is another reason that I thought it would be easier to do the shorts. I'm not a person that has problems with length on pants so much as with just like the rise and the waist and how that's all going to fit together. But I did not have any problems actually in the construction of anything with this. So I think the instructions are very good. I've used Love Notions patterns before. I actually really like their selection, and they've got good illustrations to help you along, and yeah, easy. So if you are interested in something like this, I'll leave a link down below to their site, and you can take a look at that. But like I said, really, really nice. So anyway, that is it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Also, hit like and subscribe to my channel. That helps to push out my sewing content to others who might be interested about it. So otherwise, I thank you all for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.